Welcome back for another episode of the Weekly Spotlight. This week, I'm joined by Kyle Kozma, the goaltender of the Vernon Capitals. Kyle, thanks for joining me tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Kyle, obviously, not a good situation to be in with the MJHL shut down. What's this last week been for you going back to Ontario?
Yeah, I mean, sucks that we're not playing. It's good to be back home, but I know everyone would rather be in Verdun playing. We were having such a good run. Sucks that it had to be stopped.
So, talk about this is the second time the MJHL's got shut down. Is it a little easier when you know that this could have been a possibility rather than last year when everything just came to an halt unexpectedly?
Yeah, I think guys were more prepared for it this year. I mean, I know the vibe around the rink was kind of similar to how it was last year,
Mhm.
with everything being shut down. Um, but I think guys knew that something was bound to happen. It wasn't gonna go perfectly the whole year.
Yeah. So you're among the top of all the goaltending statistics in the MJHL. Did you change anything in the offseason heading into this year? And how big has been the support from Ryan Potter working out with you this year so far?
I don't think I changed much. It was kind of tough to get on the ice over the summer.
Hmm.
But I find coming back as a second year guy, you know what to expect. You're more relaxed. You're a year older. Potter's great, helps us out a lot. Definitely knows what he's talking about.
So talk about that time when he came out of Verdun last year, 18-year-old kid. What did you expect coming out of Verdun?
Yeah,
And
well, it happened pretty quickly. I came out here.
yeah.
The team, I think we were sitting in eighth or ninth place at that point.
Hmm.
The team wasn't doing so well. My first game probably had one of the worst starts you could imagine. I got pulled in my first game. But then after that, I settled down and we started winning and finished the season, I think, in fifth or sixth place last year.
You went 13-6 last year. You got a chance to be in tandem with Ethan Peterson. How much did a 20-year-old like Ethan help you out last year?
Yeah, Petey was great. He was one of the guys I was closest with on the team. He's been around the leagues. He knows what it takes, and he showed me the ropes. And yeah, it was a lot I learned from him.
So when you come into this season, you have a lot of returning guys from last year, right? Did that help you get settled in quickly this year?
I think so because when there's so much turnover, it takes new guys a while to gel with other new guys and the returning guys. But the fact that we had a bunch of returning guys that already knew each other and already had played with each other for a while, I think definitely helped.
So let me take you back when you were a little kid here for a second, cause when do you remember playing the goaltending position? How old were you, and did you have any influences to play that position?
Well, my dad was a goalie.
Okay.
He played like in high school and college, and I always wanted to be a goalie. He didn't want me to be one. So I started. He made me start out as a player. He told me, go score a goal, get an assist, do all that stuff, and then once you do all that, if you still want to be a goalie, then you can. And I remember I was probably 7 years old, and I scored my first goal. I'm coming by the bench, and I get to my dad was a coach, and he was at the end of the train. I said, "Can I play net now?" So I started playing goalie full time when I was, I think, 8 or 9.
So you just got brand new Brian's pads. Tell me a little bit about that. Have you always been a Brian's guy, or is this the first
No, I
skate
was a
pad?
big I was a big Reebok guy because I
Okay.
was a huge Flurry fan as a kid, and Flurry
Okay.
wore Reebok. And then when Reebok switched to CCM, I thought, maybe I'll switch things up. So I tried my Brian. I got Brian's a few years ago, and the Brian's I just got now are my second pair. I really like them.
Awesome. So you mentioned Marc-Andre Fleury's your favorite goalie growing up. What did you like so much about him, and you just like his style?
Yeah, I like this style. He was young coming into the league. He made a big impact. I don't know, just something about him
Yeah,
interested me as a kid.
for sure. Must have been the yellow pads, huh?
Yeah, probably.
um, so the team's unbeaten this year, cause what has been the key to all this success so far?
I think having a bunch of returning guys. Our 20-year-old group is really good. I think we might have the top 20-year-old group in the league.
Mhm.
Um, I also think having so much time in between games allows guys to, settle down, relax, forget about the last game, and focus on the next one. But yeah, our group is really close, and we got a good group of guys.
With how last season ended in the playoffs against Winkler, did you sense that coming into this season there was a little bit of unfinished business?
With Winkler,
No, like just
just in general.
in general, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I think every team felt that. No one really got to play out except for maybe Steinbach. They were the only ones to make it out of the first round. But I think everyone was excited to get back and actually start playing again.
So for you as a goaltender, did you notice like a big change in your routine this year with only games on the weekends? There's no weekday games. Was that a big adjustment period for you?
Not really. The only thing that's different for me is we're play a lot of back to backs now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've never really done that in the past. Um, Other than that, like I said, there's time in between games during the week to forget about the last game and just focus on the next one.
So over this time, next till January, what do you hope to accomplish? You gonna try to get on the ice?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. It's tough. Everything's closed.
Mm-hmm.
But I was back in the gym yesterday, and yeah, I'll try to get on the ice with someone, with some junior guys, hopefully.
Hey Kyle, appreciate you for joining me, and we'll see you in January, hopefully.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem.